No, that's perfect. That's kind of what you want. Okay. So, everyone's got a mat. Does everybody need a towel? Towel! Are these yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Somebody left these pants here last week, and I still can't figure out whose they are.
No.
Trying to give them away, so they're just yours.
Well, I'm just like, I don't know whose pants they are, and I'm just like, I don't. Somebody's missing their pants somewhere.
They're obviously not missing their hands.
Well, let me look at it because I did change clothes one.
Yeah.
No, that's on.
Yes.
No, yes, these are mine. Oh my god.
Are they? Okay, I was like, I don't know whose they are. I don't know which women's these are. Taking out her pants in my studio. All right. Okay, so we're actually going to start standing on at the top of our mat. Yay! Okay, I got her. Yay! Can you hear us, Gretchen, and see us? Yay! Awesome. I can't get the Facebook Live to work. How do I assign? Let me see. Can I assign somebody else like admin so you guys can let people in just in case?
Yeah, actually said
I'm sorry. Like I don't know what is the deal. Nothing is working right now. I can't even get my phone to go live. It keeps telling me there's errors. Anyway. Well, I guess we can just post it after I go. Anyway. Okay. Well, we're about to get started. Woo! Okay. Woo! So we're gonna start the top of our mat standing. Remember the breath of fire? Close, we're not close, but so it's like, so except for today, we're gonna, but out of our nose. So we're gonna really loosen up this area, and then we'll inhale, exhale, and then we'll, and then the third time that we inhale, exhale, and then we'll back down here. So we're really gonna try to open this up, but also just rev up our nervous system a little bit, because I'm gonna get you guys going fast, then slow. So we'll get your breath hyped up, and then slow it down. And so, all right, so just kind of taking a second to ground yourself on your mat. Maybe standing at prayer center. Just taking a second to start being more present on your mat, in your space. Intentionally breathing 360 degrees. And then slowly take your hands down by your side. And then we'll inhale, big belly breath. Exhale all your air out. And then inhale deeply. And shoulder shrug. Exhale, 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 exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And reach arms up and exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms back down by your side. And exhale. So take your shoulders really far forward, like you're trying to squeeze your boobs together, and then lift your ears up towards your shoulders up towards your chin, and then just kind of sink them back and let them hinge on the back of your shoulder blades, just kind of opening up a little bit more. Inhale deeply, exhale all your air out, and then inhale and exhale, exhale, shoulder shrugs, exhale, 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 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, be upset. Just do it. Keeping that smile. Just try to make yourself do that every time you start to think about crappy stuff. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Take this time to kind of set an intention for your practice tonight. Slowly take your hands to prayer center. Inhale, rise all the way, palms pressed together. Take a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. So real quick, we're gonna do our movement with our breath because it's so important. So take your heels together, bend your knees out wide, look between your hands, take a deep inhale, all the way up to your flat back. Exhale, forward fold, all your air out. Inhale, all the way to the top of your inhale. Exhale, all your air out. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half push-up. Exhaling all the way down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you see that movement when we follow, our breath follows our movement, and our movement follows our breath. Take your heels together, bend your knees out wide, step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way, palms pressed together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your heels together, bend your knees out wide, step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way, palms pressed together, gaze up towards the fingertips, inhaling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your heels together, bend your knees out wide, step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way, palms pressed together. And then hands at prayer center. Bend your knees deeply, touch the floor, reach up. And then sink down and back. So look down, can you see your toes? So try to sink back just a little further, taking your gaze up towards your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your left foot at a 45. Right leg comes up and use that momentum. Step your right foot between your hands. Warrior one. And so take your time, kind of pressing down, pushing that hip back. Inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale. Exhale, one exhalation all the way down to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right foot at a 45, left leg comes up and step between your hands, warrior one. So pressing in the back of your right heel, hips forward, shoulders forward, toes are forward. Inhale, exhale, sink lower. Inhale, exhale, all the way down to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. So taking a few breaths here. Maybe seeing if you can find some extra space with your breath. Take your heels together, bend your knees out, wide step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees deeply, touch the floor, reach up. And sink down and back. Give yourself a little micro tuck now in your low back so you're not dumping everything back there. Get it more to the quads. Feeling the burn. Exhale, forward fold. Those are some beautiful chairs, guys. I could almost came inside on your lap. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step back to your half. Push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Try to come onto the tops of your feet when you come into your up dog. Otherwise, it can kind of give you a little twinge in the low back. Take your left foot at a 45, right leg steps through, warrior one. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Taking your back foot parallel with the mat, trying to match your heels up. Pulling your knee out towards your right pinky tips. Big gaze over your right fingertips. So reach with your hands forward, reach back, lift up, and then sink down. So make your movements intentional. And then reach forward, reverse your warrior, keeping the bend in the front knee. And then exhale all the way down to your half, push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps at a 45, left leg steps through warrior one. And so make sure those toes are forward, hips are forward, working on that ankle mobility. Trying to turn those toes in just a little bit more. Right before I take them back out, and then inhale, exhale, open up into your warrior two. Now taking that back foot parallel with the mat. Good, and it's like you're pressing. Lots in the outside, reaching those fingertips. I should feel energy and power just like that. There feels like electricity in there. And then reach forward and reverse your warrior, keeping that bend in the front knee. That feels good when you got something to kind of press again right there. And then circling your hands, exhaling all the way down to your half push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your heels together, bend your knees out, wide step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees deeply, touch the floor, reach up, and then sink down and back. Try to take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Make this one count. Breathe and sink lower. Stand up, hands to prayer center. Inhale, rise all the way, palms pressed together. Exhale, forward fold. Take your feet about hip width distance and take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, and take a deep bend in the knees here. And then inhale, look up, pull up. And then as you exhale, you'll start to hinge your body forward, kind of pulling your shoulder blades down and back, winging your arms out to the side if you can. We're trying to have strong legs here, and then our top body is just trying to relax as much as possible. Our yin and our yang energy. Slowly taking the bend in your knees, taking your hands up to your waist, and then slowly standing up. And then take your right foot and step it back like warrior one, but our leg is going to be forward. And so right hand comes up, and then as you exhale, trying to keep your hips squared, take your hand on the outside of your left foot, very carefully and controlled. Slowly take your gaze up towards your left fingertips. Slowly coming back up, taking your back foot Your back foot is still the same. Taking that right elbow now onto the outside of your left knee. And twist. Trying to keep that right heel pressed down. And then inhale. Exhale, twist. And slowly coming back up. Opening up back to your warrior two. Straighten out that front leg, reaching forward, coming down to your triangle. See if you can maybe grab your big toe and then try to lift up. So getting that up dog quality in our triangle. And then slowly coming back up. Take your toes forward and then switching sides. So now your front leg is straight and your back foot is pressing forward. And then that left hand is going to circle on the outside of your right foot and twist. Taking your gaze over your right fingertips. Really, really squeezing those legs. Coming back up, coming to your warrior one body and take your left elbow on the outside of your right knee now. Twist, trying to keep those hips, those heels down. That's the hard part, it's not the twisting, it's the heel. And then slowly release, coming back up, taking it out to your warrior two, straightening that front leg, reaching forward, coming down into your triangle. See if you can, take a bend in the knee, but then straighten it. Grab that big toe and lift. Keep trying to pull those hips forward. And then coming back to your warrior two. Circling your hands all the way down to your half push-up. Changing your gaze. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your heels together, bend your knees out wide, step or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in your knees here. Step as far on your wrists as you can. Take your feet maybe wider than hip width distance. And again, bend your knees deeply. Inhale, look up, pull. And then as you exhale, just lean that body weight forward. Your legs can be straight. Just kind of leaning everything forward. Try not to wear your shoulders as earrings. See if you can start to lean a little bit of weight forward into your hands. Maybe play with one heel coming up, maybe both, but be mindful. The wall's in front of you, that's way better than the floor. Be very careful though. And then bending your knees, slowly taking your hands up to your waist and then slowly coming up. And then take a big step to your left. And then keeping your hips forward, toes forward. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, lowering all the way down. Just kind of lean your body weight forward a little bit. Turning your head yes and no. And then just take your hands directly in front of you. And then just kind of like walk them as far forward as you can, but then sink back. Just kind of get a little opening in the hips. And then now slowly walking the hands forward. And then trying to keep your palms on the mat as much as you can. And then you're going to try to pull your body through. And the more you lean that body weight forward, the more space, and just breathe. And then slowly coming up with a flat back. And then just step into the top of your mat and take about a 2-foot stance. Right foot forward, sorry. And then have your back foot angled out just a little bit, but your hips are forward. So your both toes are forward and kind of like, yeah, like a shortened warrior one kind of footing, yeah. And then make sure your hips are squared. And see if you can grab opposite hands here. If you can't, you can always use a towel. How you get, you're almost there, girl. And so really activate your front leg. So really trying to externally rotate that front foot and turning on the leg, internally rotate your back foot, and then act like you're kind of ripping your mat apart. And then just kind of leaning forward, just trying to keep those hips squared. Don't let them kind of come one way or the other. Keep squeezing those legs apart. Keep pulling back in the shoulder blades. Don't allow your shoulders to round forward. And then it's like almost like I'm pulling your head forward. So this is a spine lengthening position. And then just real quick, kind of spread your legs, just like activating them, trying to rip them apart a little bit more. And then release, trying to go down